Hello, everybody, and welcome to Girl Let's Agree to Disagree. We are your hosts, Kemi and Jessica. Thank you all for joining. As you all come in, make sure you give us a big hello. Let us know you're there. First and foremost, just want to thank absolutely everybody for dealing with the fact that we weren't here last week. Kemi, how are you doing? I feel like I haven't seen you in forever. It's been 2 days.
I know. Literally, Jessica texted me, I think like yesterday. I haven't been responding to literally anyone in my
At all. I was in my feels. She had me mad. But go
I
ahead.
haven't been responding to anyone in my phone. So like I have some like very aggressive texts that I'm like avoiding. But Jessica texted me like a day after we saw each other and was like, I miss you. I'm like, girl.
I just have to tell everybody before we get into absolutely everything. Click like and subscribe. Click to receive notifications. This is going to be a pretty quick episode. At least that's what Camille and I always say, like every week. But we are really going to try. We have so much going on this next week. Obviously, happy. I don't know. Are we allowed to say Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Okay. Some of my friends don't. They just say I don't even know what
Turkey
they
Day.
say. Happy Turkey Day. If you call it Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving. If it offends you, I'm sorry. That wasn't our intention. We just don't cancel us, please. So it was so funny because Kemi and I were in Philly last week. Well, we were in Philly like since Wednesday for for one of the Survivor parties. We had such a great time. If we met you, it was awesome. We had so much fun.
We met so many of our supporters there. So I always forget how many people watch Survivor. I mean, obviously they should be because it's like the best. Like I love Survivor so much. But if you were there and you actually like caught any of the episode, props to you. I still need to like go back and rewatch it.
Okay, yeah, I agree. I've been meaning to catch up, so I gotta probably watch it tonight before tomorrow's episode because when we go to these premiere parties, we really aren't watching. We are just like talking. As anybody could tell, I kind of lost my voice. We've been yelling a lot. We've been being out, and apparently Kemi and I are in a couple.
Wait. Before we get into that, we have not been yelling a lot. Jess has been yelling a lot at me because I wake up like a normal, productive member of society. And then Jess will bully me. She has been bullying me.
I'm feeling attacked.
She's been bullying me for the past week. In fact, we need to like start a be kind hashtag because Jessica just doesn't know how to do that.
Not the be kind hashtag. First of all, I have
apology from you.
I'm actually very happy that there were people in this room when the attack happened. Kemi attacked us at 5:45 in the morning, singing good morning as if we didn't go to sleep at 3 in the morning the day before.
It was 7 o'clock. We had to be at brunch by 10. Like, what time are we supposed to wake up?
I don't know. I was confused. I've never been up that early when on vacation. So that's how I was treating it. She was up and ready to go. Oh, see, yes. Please say, okay, Kemi, that's just a tad bit early. 5:45.
It was 7
It was not. It was 5:45 in the morning.
Okay,
7 a.m. was the second day.
The first night was 5:45. Yes, okay, I can admit to that. I do wake up early. But you know what? Listen, just because I wake up early, Jess goes to sleep early. I was asleep at like 2, 3 o'clock. Jess didn't go to sleep until like 4. That's not my.
I also went to sleep at 4 because I was having a very deep and meaningful conversation with one of our BB alums, and I was very much feeling the conversation. We both went to sleep that late, but she woke up. She woke me up at 5:45, and I was like, never again, never
okay,
again.
but listen to that, you guys. Like, we are going to get into the episode, but listen to how that does not make sense. Jessica is chastising me for waking up early, but I'm not chastising her for going to sleep late and like being loud. I heard her through both of my REM cycles. I could hear Jessica laughing and like saying "Hola, Julie." I heard it all. And like I didn't bat an eye. I just continued through, my cycles of sleeping because I am a respectful friend. I try to wake up, all hell breaks loose. All hell breaks loose.
Oh, that I'll give that to Kemi. She was asleep listening to us, but I also want to let the jury know that she was also the one who was being talked to. So she actually fell asleep on us because she was actually a part of the conversation. So it was not that she fell asleep and we were just all talking to each other. We were actually talking to her. She was included in this conversation and so rudely fell asleep on us.
Wait. I was still interacting in the conversation while I was asleep. Let's not forget that. Begrudgingly, but I was still interacting in the conversation.
Well, needless to say, we had a great time though. We met a lot of people. We met practically almost the whole cast of Big Brother 23. Amazing people. Big Brother Canada was involved as well. Not all of Survivor, a good amount of Survivor people and a ton of fans.
I'm trying to marry my way into Canada. So we have to figure this out because Lord knows I need to leave the shackles of America. So I've been trying to like finagle my way into Canada. Brayden has said that I might,
Wait, what?
maybe to get into Canada.
Oh yes.
All I've ever wanted.
Y'all can start this little rumor because her and a little BB can person,
Me and Brayden, yes.
Oh yes, Brayden. But yes,
starting
yes, everybody says, Kemi's been trying to get on The Bachelor. I think she would be perfect, especially for this new Bachelor, Colton. I think she would be perfect.
No, you know why I would want to go on The Bachelor? Because it's my dying wish to go on Dancing with the Stars. Did you see Amon won? Like, it's literally my dying wish to go on Dancing with the Stars.
Yes.
I feel like The Bachelor is like the easiest way.
Yeah, the only way she can probably get on Dancing with the Stars will be to get on Bachelor. So we're going to need to petition for Kemi for the next Bachelorette, or to be on this Bachelor so she can be on that. And yes, we're so happy Amon won too. He they slayed it.
That freestyle was amazing.
Yes, we all want to see Kemi on The Bachelor in Paradise. However, it seems like some people at the club thought that Kemi and I were a couple and said we were the most attractive couple there. And I was like, oh my gosh, Kemi, are you my lesbian lover? I love this for us.
Apparently, and not only that, but she clearly wanted a throuple because she was like bumping and grinding on us all night. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, and I apologize if this person watches the show or doesn't watch the show. We are not lesbians, although I love women. I am happily married. Kemi wants to be happily married to a 6'7" man. And and so okay, so before we start too, I know we've gotten that Kemi wasn't here the week before where Hannah and I were talking about Kemi's type. I know that you all that have been watching religiously with us, you all were there. Kemi, we were talking about Kemi and how she thinks 6 foot, anything under 6'2" is probably short. She would like she would like to say otherwise. Kemi, please set the record straight.
Thank you for allowing me to speak my truth. So I don't think that anything under 6'2" is short. I do think that I have a preference for guys who are taller. You see, I've been around Jessica too much. Now I'm using air quotes. I do have a preference for guys who are, a little bit taller. I think exactly. Exactly. I do like somewhere around 6'3" or taller. But you know what? This girl, I commented on this post. It was, a satire post. It was so like it was meant to be a joke, saying that the most attractive thing about a guy. Now I'm just throwing air quotes where they don't even make sense. But like the most attractive thing about a guy is his height. And I was literally just joking. And I'm like, yeah, 6 foot or over is like the most attractive height. And this girl from like, I think she was from like Yugoslavia or something. She was from one of those countries over near Russia. I forget. I think it was Ukraine actually. He was like grilling me in the comments. I know Jess probably saw it. I posted it in my close friends. Like, damn, the pick-me's are starting real early this morning. She's like, you're clearly a short girl. First of all, my Instagram gives very tall. So
She does. She has very long legs. Erica's asking how tall is Kemi. Well, what does that mean? Like how tall does she present? How tall does she act?
height is a social construct. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm around 5'9". So, but she literally came on in my comment section saying, "You're clearly short. What do you need a guy over 5'6" for? 5'6"? What are you talking about? Like
5'6". Wow.
she was clearly we were in different time zones and we're obviously in different like points in our lives as well. She was really doing the most. Mm-mm. No.
Yeah. Well, so we're gonna just say Kemi. Yeah, she does present. I know Erica says I thought Kemi was 5'9". She really does give 5'9" vibes.
Because
She
I
really
am
does.
5'9".
She has very long legs. It's kind of crazy. Like
I'm 5'9". Yeah.
in pictures, yes, very much so. You would never be able to tell. Um,
There's nothing to tell. Like I'm a tall woman.
mm, okay. We will let's get to the episode. We said we were gonna keep this short, and we've
I know.
already just not even started 12 minutes in. Y'all. Okay, let's get into this. Okay, final four. Final, we're gonna start all the way at the end and then just keep going like from top to bottom. But final four: Joe, Nate, Brandon, and Rodney. Are we surprised? Are we happy? Everybody let us know. Are you happy with these four picks? Or are you surprised at anybody in these four picks?
Okay, am I surprised? No. Because she clearly likes a light-skinned man. Am I happy? I like the guys who are left. Yes. Oh my god, Brandon, he might have stolen my heart this episode.
Yes. I was like,
Yeah.
Brandon. I mean, I fell in love with Brandon like when he spelled everything wrong and he was kind of acting like a little kind of a little ditzy, and at the very I don't know, was that the second group date when they were when they were calling Peter, when Will was calling out Peter for being a narcissist? It
Yes.
was that. Yeah, I could tell that Michelle was really looking at him kind of differently during that episode.
Yeah, I mean, he's very sweet. I really didn't see it. I mean, I saw that he was sweet, but like he wasn't really doing it for me until this episode with the bracelet. I was like, "Oh my god." Like it was just so sweet. It was so sweet. And then like asking her parents for her hand in marriage, should he get that far? I thought that was a very nice touch. I thought it was very sweet. Um, but like, to me, he gives off like best friend vibes. Like, I don't know if I personally like I would think it was very sweet, but I feel like it's one of those like, oh my god, I'm lucky I'm in love with my best friend, that sort of thing. Um,
Yes.
Instead of like with Nate, for example, it's like we
It's
can
a little different.
yeah.
Yeah, you can tell it's a little different. Well, out of the four, I think out of the four, I would probably say Rodney gave me more best friend than spark vibes, but I feel like I felt the sparks with Brandon this week. I felt it. I felt like this is a big deal. You don't like take this dude to your house and throw him in a hot tub and potentially meet your parents. Not that he was supposed to, but was he supposed to? I think he probably was supposed to. You know, all that stuff is edited.
What do you mean? This is reality TV, Jess. Everything's real.
Yes, but you know, Michelle does look at Nate a little differently than the other guys. I agree. But I mean, Joe and Nate are kind of head to, you know, kind of like this head to head type thing. And then Brandon's like right behind, and I think that I feel like Rodney's kind of last man out.
I agree, and I would love to be in Michelle's position in all of this because I feel like you have Nate, who's like very sexy, very like sexual attraction, very like he's so fine, like 6'8". I don't know.
See, I tell you, that's the winner chicken dinner there.
But then you have Joe, who like I feel like for Michelle, Joe like kind of feels like home, and it's very like comforting for her. She wouldn't have to leave her community, and like they have so much in common. I love that he like grew up on a what did he say, a milk farm? I don't know. He grew up on some sort of milk farm, and I love that. Like it's so like homegrown vibes, and you know, it's nice.
Well, he very much needed that for this week's for whatever this week entailed, but
It was a lot.
It was a lot. Let's get to it. Like we're gonna kind of talk about it overall, you know,
But
not one by one.
A question about like the cow part. It was like a little sexual, wasn't it? Me and my best friend were talking about it, and we're like, "This is a little sexual." Like
it always feels a little weird when you see someone. Have you ever seen someone milk a cow, Kemi? Is this your first time?
I've milked a cow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So talking about milking cows, I had Maxim. If you knew, like, since you're so Dancing with the Stars back, you know, if you knew Maxim from back in the day, do you remember Maxim?
Mm-hmm.
I actually had him at one of my events, and it was a milking competition, and the way he pulled those udders, and it was like bam, 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 bam. He won, by the way. He won the milk competition, and then he took the milk.
Jess is getting real into it.
Wait. He took the glass of milk that he had just squeezed and he drank it. I mean, yeah, that right there was a sight. That was like, I'll never drink milk again. Like, he didn't make that thing look sexy. That was just unpasteurized milk coming straight from a cow. I mean, I don't know. I'm sorry if I'm offending anybody. Like my grandfather was a farmer. Like he lived in the campo, which is like the I forgot what the campo means. Okay. Oh my gosh, how do you say it in English? I don't even know how you say it in English for anybody who's Hispanic, Latinos. I forgot. I don't even remember what campo means.
You could literally lie. We're gonna take your word.
The farm, like he's literally farm. He's in the boondocks, like, and he had cows and he had pigs. Like literally killed the pig right in front of me for my 15th birthday. Like put it in the Spitfire, and like after I played with the pig, he was like my pet, and then killed it and like stuck it in like rotisserie like pig. Like that's the only thing that I was very accustomed to in Puerto Rico. So it was just like, okay, I don't want none of that. And it's like all city girl for me. Like I cannot, like just watching that, it just like, thank you, country. I was like, so country. I don't know why I was like thinking campo, 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 campo. And it was like, it's country. My grandfather's so country. That's the word.
I'm sorry, but drinking milk straight from the udder is very much giving Dave the Barbarian to me. Like it's very like I have to prove my manhood. Watch me chug this cow pus. Like that's disgusting. Like it's so nasty. I watched What the Health. So I know what's all mixed in with like the cow. Like sometimes there's like blood in there. Like that's nasty. Wait, Jessica's frozen. This is my time to shine. Oh,
Can you hear me?
no.
As soon as you started talking about cow pus, I think it just like gave up. It was like they're censoring us, Kemi. They're totes censoring us. So let's just
As
not
they
even
should.
talk about this.
As they should.
But Christina, yes, we apologize. We do. Rick left this week. He was one of the 6 that didn't get the rose. There was 6 at the end. Rick did not receive the rose. Let's go quickly over this. We have the dates. The dates are built upon the children picking the dates and picking what happens on these dates. How did the children do?
Poor. Why did they pick Clayton? Why did they?
Why were they so in love with Clayton, first of all?
I'm not even going to blame the kids. They don't know any better. They know no better. That was production. I do not care. There's no way. How old are these kids supposed to be? 9? There's no way that a 9-year-old is using the word genuine to describe someone they just met. Stop it right now. Stop that right now. There's no way they weren't fed that line. Like there's 0%. I don't even think I knew that the word genuine existed when I was like 9 years old. There's no way. There's no, maybe I was a dumbass 9-year-old, but like, no, they're lying. Es no verdad. Sorry. Hold on, Jess is frozen again. Once again, it's my time to shine. You guys. Okay, no, she's like legitimately frozen. I don't know what to do. What do I do with my hands? Anyways, so my thing is, I think that Clayton is a perfectly nice guy. I'm sure he is. I just feel like they were grasping at straws to like force feed us something. Okay, you're back. You keep freezing for me.
I apologize. And the funny thing is that I'm plugged in. I'm plugged into the internet, but for some reason our Xfinity has been acting wild. I'm literally plugged into the Ethernet cord. So I have no idea why this would freeze. But let's go ahead. I could hear you. I just didn't it
I was
was
just
just not
saying
letting
like
me talk.
it was very clear that like the show was kind of grasping at straws to give us anything to justify their reasoning for choosing Clayton. Like
Absolutely.
it made no sense. You just wanted to pick him. Just come out and say we just wanted him to be the Bachelor because the majority of our audience likes this like quiet, tall, moderately attractive white guy that we put in here. Like it was popular with Crystals. It was popular with who was another boring one that they had.
Pretty much all of them. I don't know.
I liked Ben Higgins though. I liked Ben Higgins.
Ben was a different breed, but I mean, even Peter at a point was just boring. Like,
well, at least
Peter
it was chaotic.
Yeah, he was creating chaos amongst the women. The women were chaotic. He was just there. But yeah, I think ultimately like what's crazy is that like they picked him and they didn't pick about 3 or 4 of the potentials that were on Katie's season, because Katie had some really great guys. And
Greg.
Yeah, no, there were a few, and I think it was Mike was pretty much the the one that was. I think there's also one that is being brought on for the second Bachelor right after Colton. So, that's that. But yeah, for some reason it's just a mess. But okay, so these dates, okay, the people that they picked, obviously, I guess Clayton is like a good pick in their minds. How do you feel about the date in general? The date I really liked. I think that it was one of the more romantic dates, but I like museums. Like I think that that would have been cute with anybody else that she would have had actual chemistry with.
Yes.
You know,
I
it was
thought
a
it was a
lot.
sweet date for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, it was just really sad. That whole thing. I mean, I don't even want to go through with it really. I mean, Clayton had zero. I was just even surprised he lasted that long, to be quite honest. There was just nothing.
There was nothing with him. There was nothing with Michelle. There was nothing, honestly, like the kids kind of carried him for us. So, I mean, he's lucky that he was cast to begin with and that he kind of was the anomaly, like in her season that she wouldn't have been attracted to. I mean, I
About
didn't
him.
even
That's
notice. Sorry. Oh, Jess is frozen again. But yeah, I didn't notice any chemistry between Michelle and Clayton to begin with. So, but that's just me. You never actually really know what's going on without the edit. So, yeah. But I guess we'll see, when his season rolls around, maybe we'll see a little bit of personality. Maybe we'll get some extra, footage after the credits roll. We'll see a little something. So, we shall see. Yeah, I don't know if Jess is just frozen for me or oh, okay. Well, moving on, I think that the biggest thing about Clayton is the producers are going to try to make him look nice with his season. So I think we will see a little bit more of him and his personality and what really attracted production and what they're going to try to have attract the viewers to him. But it really is just a waiting game now. But getting back to Michelle's season, I think the group date, I'm sorry, the one-on-one date, it was nice. It was a sweet date. I've been on a museum date myself, and it's very nice when there's little to nobody in there. You have a lot of time to just kind of talk about like your philosophical beliefs on like history and like the Big Bang Theory or like whatever your beliefs may be. So I think that's a really nice way to get to know each other and get to know each other's background and belief system in a very soft and like gentle way. But all in all, I thought that the date was nice. I think that the limo ride was like really cute with like the little candy and gummy bears and all that. But I'm glad that she sent him home. I think it was long overdue. I didn't really see any chemistry between them to begin with. So, yeah, I'm really not surprised that he went home. Um, but I guess moving on to the next portion of the date, I was very glad that Olu pointed out that Martin was kind of trashing, not trashing, but like misrepresenting Michelle's conversation with him behind her back. Hey, Jess. Oh, I think she's frozen again. But like misrepresenting. Can you hear me?
yeah.
Okay.
It literally turned, sorry everybody, it literally turned off, like completely shut down and restarted. It's a mess. It's been past few weeks actually, and they keep on telling us. Anyway, they keep going, Kemi. As you were saying.
Yeah, I was just talking about Olu talking to Michelle, and how Martin was misrepresenting like the conversation that he had with Michelle.
Okay, let me tell you something about this Martin man, okay? Um he triggered me so bad. This is the typical, and I apologize if you are this person and if you are offended, it's cuz you are, but this typical Miami Latino man. Like the machismo that came in from the get-go, I'm surprised that she kept him this long, first of all. And a man who is, it's like he, at the
I think Jess is frozen again. But yeah, no, it was disgusting.
there for
I really want to actually hear what she has to say because there's a lot of passion in this freeze frame. So hold on, I'm about to take a screenshot. But yeah, no, there's a lot of passion in what she's saying, and I know she was like,
for
"Oh, she's not playing around," but her Wi-Fi is. Okay, well, all I have to say about Martin is she should have kicked him to the curb a while ago because she did have a conversation with him. I think it was 2 or 3 weeks ago, about how like, oh no, she'll be back in a second. But she had a conversation with him like 2 or 3 weeks ago about like high maintenance women and how like they expect too much and like they just want men to take care of them and like yada 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 and like. Remember that guy from Canada back on, I think it was Becca's season, who was like, I'll come 40 if you come 60. It was very much giving that. Yes, and Erica, when he said like women like that don't deserve my time. Have fun being the villain on Bachelor in Paradise because honestly, who's even going to want to date you after saying something like that? Like, it's very much giving toxic masculinity. It's very much giving like unnecessary male bravado. And like, let's not forget that you still have like frosted tips at the end of the day. Like, stop it. So yeah, he disgusted me. Like, I really don't even know how he made it that far. I'm glad she kicked him to the curb. I think it was long overdue. But yeah, I do really want to hear what Jessica has to say because I think she definitely has like a different perspective on it. Oh, hey girl.
it's like the internet doesn't want me to be great.
Sounds like Instagram.
It's really giving me hate crime vibes. You know, it's like they knew that I was going to go in on a Miami Latino man, and they
Girl,
said,
we still want to hear you
get
go
out.
in.
I don't even know what y'all saw because I was going in. I was going in. He is a disgrace.
Right.
These are men that have been literally babied by their Latina mothers to do absolutely nothing. They expect the women to cook and clean for them. They don't know how to fucking wash their drawers. They are completely useless as men and individuals. This is truly how I feel about some of these men because they are so absolutely disrespectful. Not only did he disrespect Michelle in her hopes and her dreams and how she felt and discredited her and her feelings, it was the whole high maintenance of women in general. What is that about? Like, what kind of high maintenance woman have you been with? Oh, someone who's asking you to wash your own underwear? I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you can't do the most basic of things to take care of yourself. Martin, I'm sorry. And, you know, we should have known when he dyed his hair blonde and he's from Miami. Like, seriously. High maintenance, and you're the one with the blonde tips and the threaded eyebrows. Get the fuck out of here. Get out. Yep. Get out. Okay.
It's very much giving like ultra super groomed. Like Erica said, women are high maintenance, but they want women to sleep with them and act like a housewife. Men like that, like it's literally laziness. Laziness. Yeah. That's like literally all I can say about it. You're so lazy.
and I apologize for going off on this because not all I want to
Guys.
I want to preface by saying not all men are like this. There are specific men that are like this. And I know why they're like this because I know women who have children like this. I hate dated men like this because I have dated men of my kind. And this is them. This is what they do. Like not all of them, but even one of my, you know what? It's like I have a certain amount of experience with it. So, and not to say that it's all men. If you are not this type of man, then you shouldn't feel offended. You know what I'm saying? But
if you
more
are,
than
change your ways. And here's the thing. I think we all need to take a long listen to Adele's new album. Her song, Woman Like Me, speaks exactly to this. Laziness. It's quite literally laziness. And then you try to make women feel bad for like wanting better because you want to do the bare minimum. Please,
exactly. No. It's like, you know what? For whatever man, for whoever is actually watching this and is a male, hello, welcome. You know, and two, if you want to keep a woman, make sure that you are not expecting them to cook and to clean and to do all of these other things that you should be taught to do yourself. Because ultimately, like, that should be a bonus, not an expectation. There is no reason that a woman should be cooking and cleaning and washing your own drawers unless they want to, and they could stop whenever they don't want to. That should not be an expected sense of like privilege for a husband. These are like total traditional machismo ways of like keeping women just down for the most part.
It's Jessica is like, it is the feminist uprising that we're having today. Like, and I'm here for it.
You know, and then they're gonna call me like what? I don't know. Difficult. High maintenance, maybe. I don't know.
It's true.
Sassy, spicy, angry. I don't care. Loud. It is what it is. I mean, I'm married, aren't I? I cook and clean for my husband sometimes. And when I don't want to, I don't want to. And that's it. And then he does it. And that's the expectation. There's no, you have to do this, that, and the other. Learn to cook and clean yourself. That was your mother's problem for not showing you how to take care of your damn self.
I do think it's very pathetic to expect someone to baby you into adulthood and then try to like demean them or like diminish their character because they, I don't know, want to live their own lives and not live your life too. Like it's very weird.
Absolutely.
And Absolutely. It's what kind of, like, you can like try to like blame women all you want, but like why would I as a woman want to be with someone who like needs me to treat them like a child? You know, like,
yeah.
I don't remember hearing a nurse yell push after 9 months.
Right?
So I don't want to deal with that. Like, if your mom still wants to treat you like a baby, you're her baby. I have no problem with that. Like, don't make it weird, but like, that's fine. I am not going to treat you like a child. If you're my man, like, you're my man. You're not my, like, I'm not, I didn't nurse you. So find a way to grow up.
Absolutely. The whole, my love, the whole, like, at like love? Disrupting her sentences. That was
right. But my love, that in that instance gives the same. Remember on, what was it? Prison Break season 20 back in 2018.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, on Prison Break. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The sequel show. Yeah. Remember when Brett said to Bailey, something, sweetheart. When guys do that, it's like a, like, oh honey, like, sort of thing. I don't know how to describe it, but it was the same sort of energy. I don't like that.
Absolutely. It's just another little, they're just these little condescending, it gives me condescending vibes. It gives me like, like you're trying to sweeten me up when, like, don't call me all of this shit when you know that I'm upset with you, when you're interrupting me. And then you're like, oh, my love. But as soon as she leaves your ass, you're out here saying that
A
you were
woman
the
like her
that a
doesn't
woman
deserve
like,
you.
yes, doesn't deserve you, and the whole blah 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 of it all. I was like, you know what? Go kick some rocks with an open toe shoe. I don't need that. Like, make sure it hurts.
Jess is a little savage. Didn't know.
Sorry, this, like, if there's one thing that really boils my blood is are men like this, because I am definitely, I first of all, I didn't marry a man like this. My man is very respectful, and he knows I have this spicy side, and he knows I like my independence, and and then sometimes I rely on him, and it's hard for me to open up and be vulnerable to him and know that I need help from him too. But I'm a very independent woman. But like, if there's one thing that I cannot stand, is for a man to talk to me and look at me as if I am like this doe in headlights, like this just deer in headlights. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm clueless. Like, I hate that feeling. I feel like this was exactly what Martin did to Michelle. Like, and he had her strung along a little bit. And I told you, I thought he was cute. He's a cute guy. Don't get me wrong. But
Not for me.
it was the cockiness for me. It was the mansplaining for me. It was the, that he hasn't taken off his diapers yet for me. Like, it's too much.
But like, we literally leave Martin and his toxicity and then are refreshed with Brandon and like, hot tub
Yes.
kisses and like, bracelets and
Mm-hmm.
asking for hands in marriage. Like, we leave. One thing that I will say about the Bachelor franchise, they sure do know how to take you on a roller coaster ride through each.
Absolutely.
Like, I am sitting here fuming, ready to write my, TED Talk think pieces on Twitter, just getting ready for my 280 characters. And then I see the hot tub kisses, and I'm like, you know what? I love me some Brandon. You know what I mean? So
I really did. He really went up a couple notches on my, on my list for Michelle. And I think he became kind of like one of the top contenders, because
absolutely.
yeah. So I mean, so overall, like, with all of that, he gets the rose, and then Michelle decides that she's not going to do she's not going to talk to anybody else. She's not going to she's not going to have her little what is it called,
Cocktail party.
yeah, she's not going to have a little cocktail party. I probably would have, just to get some drinks, like,
Not everyone's an alkie.
up here.
Let's not forget, you guys weren't there, but like, Jessica brought a bottle of whiskey to brunch and was spiking everyone's drinks in Philadelphia.
Hold up.
Hold on, me, a God-fearing woman like myself, I was just there like with my rosary. I didn't know what was going on. I'm like, is this the woman that I'm sharing a room with? Like, I had no idea what was going on, but I succumbed to peer pressure thanks to Jessica, and I had to take a sip. I had no choice. I had to take a sip.
Something don't sound right. Something really don't sound right about that. First of all, brunch was BYOB. We got some nice. Yes, it was.
It was BYOB optional.
Let me also start by saying that the brunch the day before were mimosas, and she drank like about 4 bottles easy. Had the bottles near her side, like literally drank a whole bottle of rosé by herself. Like, it was not even fun. So, I mean, just because whiskey is my drink of choice, do not shame, please.
And just came to brunch with that hard liquor. Like, she was not playing around.
I don't play. That's me and the brown liquor. No, but yeah, I mean, she didn't have this cocktail party. Apparently she don't like to drink, maybe. I don't know. But she already knew who she wanted. And so we ended up he ended up getting rid of Olu and ended up getting rid of Rick.
Wait, hold on, you guys. I found Rick's lookalike. If anyone out there watches Cable Girls on Netflix, tell me that Martino Rivas does not look like Rick, right?
He wishes. What?
Okay, but like same general vibe, right? Like the face, right? The eyebrows and stuff. Like I feel like
We're
it's like
gonna have to do a side-by-side comparison. I don't know how I feel about that,
we
but
can do a side by side next episode. But oh my god, I was looking at it.
I think Kemi is a little delirious with no sleep, maybe because she wakes up at 5:45 in the morning and it's already her bedtime, but she
Here's
definitely
my
is
bedtime.
not seeing clearly. I don't know. Yes,
No.
can y'all come in with the nose for Kemi? Kemi obviously needs glasses. I'm not sure. When was your last eye exam?
Wait, Erica, this is an insult to who? Wait,
To that man, to that fine ass man that you just posted.
Oh, an insult to him?
Had said no offense. She said no offense to Rick. It's an insult to that man. Please show him again because that is not Rick. If not, I think there
His
would
name
be
is Martino Rivas, if y'all want to follow him. He was on that show Cable Girls on
no.
Netflix. It's so good.
I think there would be more of an uproar if Rick looked like that man because they'd be in an uproar that she got rid of him, and they'd be in an uproar that he is not the Bachelor.
If he was the Bachelor, if Martino was the Bachelor, listen, CBS, your contract, I would have to oh my god, did I just do that? I'm so sorry. We're gonna have to clip that part out. But yeah, no, I would be signing up for sure.
No, that man that you showed, he was just too fine to not. I don't know
Relax,
what you were talking about.
Relax.
I'm just saying that man was. I thought wasn't he in one of those movies? Yes, BB in 5:45 in the morning.
I wake up at
Just
6.
BB,
6.
like when we're done with this, just rewind and go to the very first 12 minutes of our conversation, and we will talk to you about all of what we did this past week and Kemi's 5:45 boot camp wake up calls.
I
Like
woke up at 6 o'clock. 6.
I have testimonials from other players that could testify to Kemi waking us up early. And I don't mind early if we got stuff to do, but we were on vacation.
I woke her up at 6 because we are 2 women sharing one bathroom who had to be at brunch at 10 and check out after that. So let's just put this into perspective, you guys. How long is it going to take 2 women to get dressed with one bathroom and we have to check out? 6 o'clock was a reasonable time to be waking up.
Could you not have woken up at 6 and just gone into the bathroom and started getting ready and then woken me up to get ready?
You would have taken forever. I mean, were we not late to brunch?
Were we going to take a shower together?
We could have. I thought we were lesbian lovers.
I mean, I don't know. Look, see, someone says, I think Martino's more attractive. So, so next week we have hometowns. Okay. We're going to wrap this because we said that we were going to finish early, but we know all of y'all are talking about the Tayshia drama. We see you. Next week, before we even jump into that really quick, but next week, hometowns. Who do you think is going to get booted?
Oh my God, it's so obvious. Rodney.
Absolutely. I think so.
She is in love with Nate. She is in an entanglement with Joe. And then she is like bound to Brandon. Rodney's kind of just there because he's, yet another light skin. So
I thought it was more so endearing. Maybe she sees a lot of her students in Rodney who don't know the difference between a Granny Smith and a Red Delicious. But
I don't know the difference between those either.
Do you not eat apples, Kemi?
We have been over this, Jessica. I am allergic to apples.
Oh, Okay. Well, yeah. We've Makisha, yes, Rodney has been giving us friendship friend zone vibes for a while now. I keep on wondering why he's still there. So yeah, that's weird. Um but going back into like what we're gonna do really quick, because I don't want us to leave without talking a little bit about the drama that just um happened this past week. We have two little things that happened this week, which was Tasha's breakup with Zach. um did we call it? Did we know that this was gonna happen, Cami?
You know what? If we like place ourselves back into when we were watching Tasha season and recapping Tasha season, I definitely feel like we were not enthusiastic about Zach, but we were happy that Tasha was happy. And if she saw something in him that we didn't see, it's her relationship and we're happy for her.
Yeah, I
However,
mhm.
I did see on Bachelor Nation Scoop that apparently he was being very, like, one of her friends gave a statement or something. They argued a lot and he's very intense. And I could see him being very intense. He seems to have a very like intense personality. I did see some people saying like, oh, he's definitely intense because he's a recovering alcoholic. Like that's nasty. Like there's no reason to um like one doesn't have anything to do with the other. However, I could definitely see him having an intense personality. And Tasha seems very gentle. So I just hope that she finds her person.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily hope that they work things out. I think that she is going to make the best decision for herself. But yeah, I hope that she finds her person soon.
Yeah. I'm a BB, and he says had December in the Tasha Zach breakup pool.
Ah,
I mean, you're only a week away, so that should count as to something. Look, and I agree, like with everything that you said, Kemi. I didn't think that this was going to even last as long as it did. In watching Tasha's season, I thought Brendan was the guy and the guy that she wanted, and I think that um, she settled for Zach, and tried to make it work with Zach. But I really do believe it was Brendan. And so I'm going to say that she just dodged two bullets, because, as we all
yeah.
know, Brendan is definitely not a great guy either. She probably would have been in such a pickle after, if she had stayed with Brendan and him trying to figure out whatever the hell he wanted to figure out, because he's also now posting, he just recently posted his little love, his little love post with Piper, that is getting a massive amount of hate.
Is it getting hate?
It is getting hate. A lot of throw up emojis, a lot of, yeah. I mean,
Well, that's not nice. I mean, that, I mean, I don't know if that's necessary.
yeah, I mean, but she did, and like I said, Erica, yeah, she did say she thought she was going to end up with Brendan. It
Yeah.
was one of those things. Brendan was her top pick, and I never saw Zach as part of that. There was nothing about Zach that really made sense in this situation. But you know what? The most important thing is that she's happy, or she's okay with this breakup. Going on to other news, we also have the Katie scoop, where Katie and what's his name? John Henry.
I didn't
John
watch this
Henry.
season, so I have no idea what's going on.
I well, to be quite honest, I forgot his name because bless you. I forgot his
I
name.
thought you turned the mic off too. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Yes, Katie. This man, he was actually uh taken out from her season week 2. I believe he was like he was not given a rose early on. So it's really interesting to kind of see that she is with him now after her 12 days of messy, and then just the whole, yes, Erica, the whole timeline is messy, because if you've seen her 12 days of messy or whatnot, it's just this is very messy. But apparently she was actually at the BB. Thank you, Hershey. It was John Hershey. Thank you. They were both at the BB cast party after 23 at Todrick's.
You broke up. You might want to repeat yourself.
What did I?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah. So just repeat what you just said.
Oh, okay. Allegedly, she was at the BB cast party once they got out with him, Katie.
With who?
With John.
Oh, wow.
So I'm not quite sure, but let's go back into, if anybody that's watching this, kind of go back and do the timeline, because I don't remember her and Blake calling it off that early.
I don't believe so. No, I think they were still in the thick of it.
They were still considered together during that time.
Yep.
I will find more information and make sure to send it back to you all as soon as I have it. But yes, those are like, that is, yeah, right. I just like became Gossip Girl XOXO. Except that I'm not anonymous. You can see my big ass white face. Yes, so that's kind of the thing. Oh, okay. So this isn't, yes. Okay. Then she was there at the BB cast party. I remember her being on Chada's story. Yes.
Yes.
Well, so was John. I'm just letting you know. So if we kind of like put into timelines, let's figure this out, because I don't have it. That's not this kind of a podcast. We just hear things from other people who hear things from other people who hear things from other people. Like, I don't have the time to fact check this shit. So
B-Bean said she was seeing Blake and John at the same time. Well, she would have been engaged to Blake, right?
yes, they were. Yeah, Blake and her were engaged.
That seems more like cheating than dating both. You know?
Yeah, and Blake also unfollowed her, correct. So Blake's mom was liking tweets against Katie, and Blake unfollowed her. So I'm sure that this is more of a messy thing on Katie's side than anything else. I mean, he was in Africa or something, saving children, or I don't know what he was doing there.
Saving children.
Yeah, I mean, they were together, but they weren't together. Like, he was traveling a lot. So there was a lot of distance. So there was plenty of opportunity for all of this to happen. So, yeah. And I mean, and that's pretty much it. That's all the gossip that we have. We don't have any information on Hannah Brown's book. I don't know, Kemi, do you have anything on that?
I have not read it. I don't plan on reading it. I believe that I'm very active not active, but I once a day or so will browse through the Bachelor Nation Reddit. So once I get the scoop on that next week, I will come back with some notes on what's in her book, because there's usually a few people who buy it. And yeah.
And then, and so we'll also look up, we'll probably find the timeline on Twitter at some point. I, to be quite honest, don't care to really go too far into that. Whatever we find.
When we find it, we'll post it on the Girl Let's Agree to Disagree Twitter. So make sure you're following us there, girl_LATD, and we will keep you guys updated with that timeline.
Oh, yes. We've also heard about the Hannah Peter hookup after that. Wow, there's a lot of messy bachelorettes, huh?
Honestly, I was just talking to my best friend about how like Bachelor Nation people love dating each other. I was like, it's so weird. Bachelor Nation people love dating each other because there's some DMs that I would hope would be open to me. And she's like, why wouldn't they date each other? They're all so hot. And I'm like, it's a fact. They are very attractive in that nation.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Like not all of them.
not all of them. But yes, as Kemi said, we will, as soon as we find out this information, we'll put some of that tea on our Twitter handles. If you have any, make sure you message us. Just message us, put it in the comments, or message us on our Twitter handle so that we can share it with other people. Our information is at the bottom. Next week, so happy Thanksgiving. Next week, we will see if we get to do it. Hopefully, it'll just, we will be able to do a recap next week. We're not sure if we'll have the beautiful Kemi with us, as she will be moving across country. No, she's not moving across the country. She's just moving to New York, but moving into her new abode. So excited for you.
Yes, I will be moving to a new city, so I am very excited.
They're all like moving and like hanging out with each other and leaving me in Chicago.
Well, you can always come visit us in whichever city we're in. So.
Okay. Well, that's true. I guess I'll just have to move.
But we are so happy to be able to have met so many of you guys this past weekend at the Survivor event. And if any of you plan on going to the finale event, please also let us know, because I might try to make my way to that one. I think it's in New Jersey, though. That's a little bit of a hike.
Yeah, it's in Hoboken, which is right across the Hudson. So it's not super far. It depends, I guess, how far anybody is, but if you're crossing the Hudson. But either way, transportation is still pretty easily accessible from either Jersey or New York to that part of Jersey. So yes, but it is in Hoboken. It's on December 15th.
December 15th. Yeah.
December 15th. That's where the finale is, with Wendell and Bryce. Also, for those of you who may or may not be in the Florida area, a couple days before that, people will be in Orlando for Hearts of Reality. If I'm still trying to get my donations up. So if you would so kindly like to donate, the link is in the description, and feel free to donate some money. And I think that's everything. So make sure, if you haven't, click like and subscribe, click to receive the notifications. Hopefully we will be back at this next week. Yeah, and we love and support each and every one of you. Thank you so much for the love.
Yes, thank you so much. Lastly, I think I will be doing, you guys are going to be like the first ones to hear about it. I'm probably going to tweet about it tomorrow, but I think I'm going to do an AMA on my Twitter. Obviously not on Reddit, because Twitter is where I live, but I think I'm going to do an Ask Me Anything on Twitter Thanksgiving morning. So if you aren't already, follow me on Twitter, and yeah, think of some questions. I will be answering every single one of them.
Every single one, Kemi?
Every single one. So ask me about the first week in prison when I was shackled.
This is going to be juicy. Okay, well, get to asking. Start thinking now of all of the juicy questions you're going to ask Kemi. And we will see you next week. We love you so much.